Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ongala Morris, and we are here. I'm flanked by a host of residents of Macalder region. Macalder is found within Migori County, in Nyatike sub-county, and this is a region that was recently gazetted by the government of Kenya as a forest. And so we are here to read a statement to the Fourth Estate, to the members of the press, and to Kenya at large to show our discontentment with the decision of the government to gazette our ancestral land. I have a small presser which we will circulate to the media, but I want to just read it quickly, after which we will speak a little. We will also have a few of us speaking in Dholuo, after which we will end. So thank you for coming, and we will begin. So, Migori, September 26th, 2023. Residents of Macalder's statement on the recent gazettement of Macalder Forest. The government of Kenya, through the Cabinet Secretary, Environment, Climate Change and Forestry, in a Kenya Gazette notice published on 13th of June this year, declared a section of Macalder area, approximately 6,165 acres in size, and identified with the boundary plan of 175/517 as a forest. We, the residents of the gazetted area, wish to state as follows. Number one, tracing back to the pre-colonial era, up till this day, Macalder has been our ancestral land and our only known home. The area in question is home to over 20,000 homesteads, hundreds of thousands of residents, over 17 schools and institutions of higher learning, over 10 churches and other religious institutions, at least 3 health facilities, both government and private, recreational centers, shopping centers, NGOs that are helping the community in development, several government institutions, ministries, departments and agencies, including the DC's offices, a police division, a chief's camp, a magistrate's court, that's a chief magistrate's court, sub-county offices, and the recently launched Migori County Aggregation and Industrial Park, among others. We inhabitants of Macalder have been educated, brought up, recreated, farmed, developed, and grown together in this locality for many decades, if not over a century. Number two, the gazettement was legally unprocedural, as there was no public participation whatsoever. Not one resident of the declared area was consulted, except when the forest officer circulated the gazette notice to residents, informing them that they were due for eviction in the near future. Number three, the unfortunate move to gazette and subsequently evict hundreds of thousands of residents of Macalder will disenfranchise us in the following ways. Loss of homes and right to life. We know that the Bill of Rights protects us. We have, as other Kenyans, the right to life. So when we lose our homes, the question is, where are we going? B, loss of schools, from the early childhood education centers, primary schools in their numbers, junior secondary schools in their numbers, secondary schools in their numbers, the Macalder Polytechnic, the Rongo University Macalder campus. This is going to take away our children's right to education, which is almost a fundamental right today in the 21st century, world over. We are going to lose our health facilities, both public and private, and our right to access health care. We're also going to lose our farmland and the eviction from our trading centers and markets. This is going to take away our economic activities and our right to livelihoods, because we are farmers, both subsistence and commercial. We are going to lose our churches and our religious institutions and other places of worship. This is going to take away our right to worship, our right to religious liberty, and liberty of conscience. The removal of government administrative offices that we have mentioned above will take away our rights to access government services as citizens of this country. Loss of hundreds of jobs by civil servants and community aid workers employed by local NGOs. We want to reiterate that we are residents, as residents of Macalder, we are citizens of Kenya. And we demand that our right to live, to subsist, to associate will not be taken away from us. We demand that the government will reverse this petition, this declaration. So our petition is simple. We, the residents of Macalder, therefore vehemently object to the unfortunate move by the government of Kenya and consider it an attempt to disenfranchise us by unfairly taking away our known home, because we don't know any other home. It is only Macalder that we know as our home. We demand, as residents of Macalder, that 1, the above described area be degazetted forthwith. Number 2, the referenced gazette notice, which is attached to this presser, be declared null and void by the same cabinet secretary who gave it or who signed it. And lastly, an attendant gazette notice or any other official government of Kenya communication be issued nullifying the same. So we so demand and we so declare that we are going to fight for our land. We are going to petition the relevant government bodies. We are peace-loving people. We don't want to cause mayhem, and we don't want to cause unnecessary drama. We are here at Migori High Court today to file a petition officially, and we are petitioning even the Cabinet Secretary of Environment, Climate Change, and what else? And Forestry, Madam Soipan Tuya, to consider this gazette notice and to check if it is indeed a forest. We are going to involve everyone, and we are calling upon human rights watchdogs. We are calling on the Kenya National Human Rights Commission. We are calling on the National Human Rights Commission. We are calling on Amnesty International. We are calling on all players that can come to assist the residents of Macalder preserve their ancestral land.
And I'm here following the gazettement that was just done the other day, saying that the entire Nyateke, that is Kalangi and Nyateke sub-locations, have been gazetted as forest. We are here, as we know, Kenya is a country governed by law. So we are here to follow the due process and the due procedure so that we can have that one degazetted. This land belongs to the government, but the government is ourselves. We have been staying here, we were born here, our fathers were born there. So, and again, this one was, the gazettement was done in June, and we are coming to know this in September. So we are seeing that there are some ill motives behind this. So that is why we have actually followed now the due process. We want this to be done according to the law of Kenya so that we can have the same degazetted as well.